This is the third session in the Institute's efforts at verifying topical HR issues and bringing in the HR professional perspective to solutions. In this outing, the Institute took a deep look into persons and organizations purporting to be recruitment agencies and who have cashed in on the gullibility and the challenges of Nigerians to pose as recruitment agencies and the impact they have had on Nigeria and Nigerians. In this session, they need to share the experience of a young man who had been duped and his psyche badly damaged by the experience he had with his agencies. We have taken it out to the wider public and the responses have been enormous, with many more who have gone back to lick their wounds, not talking about what happened. A feel of the experiences across the board indicates that these agencies are not just new, but have operated even within the view of the law. Many of them have corporate affairs registration, and many of them are in strategic places where their activities could have been identified over time. The Institute's response and perspective to all that has been happening centers on the realization that these could only happen where the appropriate regulatory agencies and processes are not effective or don't exist. For if there are processes that exist to checkmate them with appropriate sanctions, the tendency is that people who want to play these rules and get involved in these activities will think twice before they do them. Firstly, the Institute, being the regulatory body for human resource practice in Nigeria, has both the reach and the capacity to know who actually are the professionals in this country to play these roles. These professionals are either corporate members or full members in different areas, and anybody in doubt as to any of such centers should simply find out who are behind them and alert the Institute to verify them. And if the Institute verifies them, such persons will be fished out. And the Institute also has its committees with responsibilities to follow up on such areas and go as far as to the government in addressing the issues. Now let's look at what are the impacts of these organizations and their activities. Let's take the individuals. The most vulnerable are our youths. And in their desperation to get engaged in an environment that employment has soared so high, these agencies see them as ready tools to cheat. We can, much as the nation cannot provide all the jobs for these youths, one of the key messages from this engagement and this interview will be to guide them so that they will be able to distinguish the chaff from the wheat. Know which areas agencies are actually authorized, are capable and have the competencies to deliver. CIPM will be our ally. Corporate Affairs Commission registration and exotic signboards and offices don't recruit the best. And we're enjoying those who see some of those adverts to cross-check with the Institute about the authenticity and veracity of their claims. And the Institute will have the reach to check them out, and where they don't exist, escalate their verification and possibly stopping them. On Nigeria as a whole, employers are beginning to lose confidence and faith because the existence of these bodies, most time unsolicited, recruit people and refer them to many employers who have become so embarrassed with people coming to the offices purporting to have been recruited by some bodies for them. Within the Committee of Nations, it further takes us down as not the ideal place to be in as a nation. Productivity in a country like this must be anything but excellent. And those who get engaged in these are actually people who are hot, possibly jobless themselves, and cashing in on the pains of the general society. The Institute feel, therefore, and which is our summary of our take on this, is that we can only checkmate the activities of these with the consent and support and help of everybody, be your employer, be a prospective employee. If we all join hands, we're able to identify these agencies, and the quicker and sooner we do away with them, the greater the confidence and the prospect of these youths eventually growing to be the leaders of tomorrow we think about. That's our view from CIPM.